It is get you it's your boy Ty back here with another video. And in this video today, guys, we're gonna be doing our predictions for season 6 of NBA 2K24 MyTEAM. Now, my predictions have evolved, have definitely changed over time and how we do things, because it's how we have to do things. We no longer get a specific, I guess we do get a specific reward for every mode, but I mean, I think, and I'll go over what tiers I think they're going to be and if they're going to be good or not, but I think the more important thing is, especially right now, my predictions for season 6, are we going to see gambling content? Are we going to see content that actually matters for the majority of the people? Are we going to see the rush content? Is that going to change? That is going to be my predictions today heading into season 6, because again, as far as, yes, the unlimited, the level 40, I'll go over whether they're going to be Galaxy Opals, Dark Matters, but I think the bigger thing, the bigger story right now is, where are we going to be at a month and a half from now? Now, let's start with this. This season in season 5, we saw an all gambling season. All gambling, all free season. That's literally all we saw. Everything was in packs. The player market was absolutely useless. That's what we saw in season 5. If we go back to last year in season 6, that's when we saw Minute Bull. Everything was behind this massive paywall. Minute Bull was like 6 million, 7 million, 8 million MT. Absolutely ridiculous. And so, I mean, what was worse? This or Minute last year? Honestly, I think this was worse than even Minute last year. And I mean that when I say that, because at least Minute last year you could somewhat try to grind for. This is all behind gambling and opening packs, and so I'm not the biggest fan of it. But I'm gonna say it like this. If you think 2K is going to compromise any of the money they're making this season heading into next season, you'd be wrong. And I'm not trying to sit here and say like that it's going to be all behind gambling, because I don't know if that's exactly what it's going to be. But we could see something like we saw last year for Minute, where you're going to have to lock in so much money for, you know, a great player at the end of it. That's kind of my expectation. I don't think it's all going to be behind gambling, but I don't think you're going to be able to buy a set for $70. I think maybe like 120 every set, maybe, is kind of where I'm at with what 2K is going to do, where 2K is going to lean into. But again, we'll have to see. I do not expect 2K to go back to what we saw early on as far as, you know, $50 sets, as far as that, you know, cheap sets and sets that are affordable. I just don't think that's going to happen, especially with these, you know, 3% discounts. That's probably what we are going to continue to see. Now, as far as the level 40, as far as your mode reward, as far as the ultimate reward, I expect Dark Matters 99 overalls as your level 40 and as your ultimate reward. So what Moses Malone was this season, I expect a 99 overall Dark Matter next season. What James Harden was this season, I expect a 99 overall James Harden. Honestly, for the rest of the rewards, for the mode rewards, I'm expecting 98 overall Galaxy Opals. That's just my expectation. Now, could we possibly see Dark Matters as the mode rewards? I think we could, but again, we've just started seeing, honestly, within the last season, the Galaxy Opals, and just think how long they, you know, gate kept the Galaxy Opals as far as mode rewards. Like, they gate kept them a very long time. So that's kind of my perspective on how I'm not a believer in the fact that 2K is just going to be like, oh yeah, let's give everybody Dark Matter rewards. I'm not a big believer in that. Now, who could we see as your ultimate reward? I feel like a Joel Embiid has to be coming soon, whether he is your level 40, whether he is your ultimate reward. I feel like he definitely could be coming very soon. That's kind of my first prediction for somebody. As far as elsewhere, again, it's just tough because the guys like Minute, those types of guys, they're not going to just make like a mode reward. They're just not. It's just not going to be that simple. But even like I don't know, Derrick Rose type of card is another card that it wouldn't surprise me if he was like the level 40 card. I hope he's not. I hope we get, you know, a better card. Maybe even like a Dark Matter Paul George would be so fire as a level 40 card. But I just have a hard time seeing 2K or even a Kawhi, 2K giving us one of those big type of name players, especially if they give us like Joel Embiid as one of them and like Paul George's Kawhi is the other one. I would be more than happy if those were our level 40 and your ultimate reward. If you're going to give us two current cards that people actually care about and are Dark Matters, I think people would definitely like that. So I just hope, even if 2K is all behind a massive paywall next season, which I think it's going to be, I just hope it's not all gambling. What I hope is they give us some solid rewards. Like James Harden was solid. You can hate this game as much as you want, but you cannot sit up here and tell me James Harden was not good, because he was. Even the salary cap Honda was good. We saw some really good free cards this season, and even like with the rush set, we saw some really solid Galaxy Opals, and that's where I'm like, I feel like I don't think the rush set is coming back next season. I think it's done for. But even that, like I think 98 overall Galaxy Opals is what we're gonna start seeing as far as mode rewards. I just think that's really where 2K needs to go with those at the very minimum. I do expect the deal of the days next season to continue to be solid. The last few days they have been solid. I can't really complain a ton on that. I do hope they continue to get better and better. Honestly, guys, I initially said Opals would be in the player market heading into Season 6. And it wouldn't surprise me if last season, so like Season 5's Opals, come into the player market on the first day of Season 6. That wouldn't surprise me at all. But as far as like the new Opals, I doubt it. I mean, honestly, and if they are, it's going to be behind a massive, massive lock-in paywall. Because the whole thing about it is, and I really wouldn't even, I wouldn't even say this, but knowing last year in Season 6 we got Minute Bowl scares me. It scares me, because that's when 2K probably made their most money. They banned people from buying MT. Then they proceeded to drop Minute Bowl, who was just this overpowering, huge, big in MyTEAM. And it's just like, that's what really scares me. Because if they made us lock in 8 million MT for Minute Bowl last year, what could they possibly have up their sleeve this season? And that's where I'm like, you know what? Make these sets $120 each, or whatever they want to do every Friday. Maybe they could do it like this. Every Tuesday, $50. Every Friday, $70. $120 a week. And at the end of it, if you lock in all the sets, you get the best player in the game. Maybe they could do something like that. Yes, it's expensive, but at least you know what you're getting. And then maybe you can buy some of the sets with MT and then some of them with VC. And at the end of it, you're spending a couple $100 and you have all of the sets complete. I just feel like this whole gambling thing, it's just gotten out of hand. So hopefully 2K can do something like that where they still make their money, but at the end of the day, it's not all behind gambling. That's ultimately what I'm hoping for as we do head into the new season, because like I said, where it stands right now, things have not been good. And knowing we got Minute last year around this time, the Season 6 was all pay to win type of season. I'm just hoping for something a little bit better. That's all I'm hoping for. Maybe they'll come back with like the 2-week mini seasons. They tried that out last year and they said it was coming back, but I don't think we've seen it yet. That would be fire for them to come back with like those 2-week mini seasons in which you could get a free great card every 2 weeks. That would be really, really solid. But I don't know. I feel like at this stage, I've lost all hope in 2K. And like I said, April 5th is the biggest day, in my opinion, in 2K history. It is. Because it's a make or break time. Like, things are not good right now. The only decent thing was the Easter event. Outside of that, things have been so bad this entire season. And so, yes, I do think we'll see Dark Matters for free next season as far as a level 40 and your ultimate Moses Malone type of reward. But outside of that, I'm expecting 98 overall Galaxy Opals. I'm expecting 2K to come back with a big-time pay-to-win type of packs. And again, we'll see where we are at a month from now. But I'm hoping for the best because, look, I want to continue making my team content. I want to give you guys gameplays next season. I want to have a great summer being a my team content creator. But with the way things are trending, with the way 2K has been doing things, I just don't know if I've got the hope that I initially once did. And I'm sorry that that's the way it is. That's the way things are right now. But I don't know how else to phrase it. Like, my team has to be better. It's that simple, that easy. But I am expecting a couple of free Dark Matters for us at the start of next season. Let me know your thoughts on this predictions down below in the comments. And let me know your thoughts as well. Do you think 2K is going to bounce back with a Season 6 that actually cares about the community, cares that the community can interact with the content? Or are they just worried about making money? Because if that's the only thing 2K is worried about, I think we are in for a not only long season, but a long rest of NBA 2K24 MyTEAM. Let me know your thoughts on this down below in the comments, guys. Drop a like on the video, subscribe if you are new, and as always, man, I love you guys. Have a blessed day.